Today we're going to read an article from the National Vaccine Information Center, NVIC. So you would type in www.nvic.org. It'll come with a plethora of information, including a map that will tell you what your vaccine exemptions are for your specific state and other states. So, one of the most important articles I believe that are on this site is this: if you vaccinate, ask 8. So I'm going to do a reading of this, because if you're too busy to read it, maybe you might download it, and then you'll know the right questions to ask should you vaccinate or before you vaccinate. So, if you vaccinate, ask 8. What you need to know before and after vaccination. Under the National Childhood Vaccine Injury Act of 1986, nearly $3 billion has been awarded to children and adults for whom the risk of vaccine injury were 100%. Vaccines are pharmaceutical products that carry risk, which can be greater for some than others. NVIC encourages you to become fully informed about the risk and complications of diseases and vaccines, and speak with one or more trusted healthcare professionals before making a vaccination decision. The 8 questions. Ask 8 questions. First, am I or my child sick right now? 2. Have I or my child had a bad reaction to a vaccination before? 3. Do I or my child have a personal or family history of vaccine reactions, neurological disorders, severe allergies, or immune system problems? 4. Do I know the disease and vaccine risk for myself or my child? 5. Do I have full information about the vaccine side effects? 6. Do I know how to identify and report a vaccine reaction? 7. Do I know I need to keep a written record, including the vaccine manufacturer's name and lot number for all vaccinations? 8. Do I know I have the right to make an informed choice? If you answered yes to 1, 2, and 3, or no to the questions 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, do not understand the significance of your answer. You may want to explore information on NVIC's website to better understand the importance of your answer. These questions are designed to educate consumers about the importance of making fully informed vaccine decisions. Click here to learn more about the role of informed consent in vaccination. You'll have to go to their website. If you choose to vaccinate, always keep a written record of exactly which shots and vaccines you or your child have received, including the manufacturer's name and vaccine lot number, the vaccine lot number. Write down and describe in detail any serious health problems that develop after vaccination, and keep vaccination records in a file you can access easily. Recognizing vaccine reaction symptoms. If you or your children experiences any of the symptoms listed below in the hours, days, or weeks following vaccination, it should be reported to the VAERS. That's the vaccine database. Some vaccine reaction symptoms include pronounced swelling, redness, heat, or hardness at the site of the injection, body rash or hives, shock, collapse, high-pitched screaming or persistent crying for hours, extreme sleeplessness, or long periods of unresponsiveness, twitching or jerking of the body, arm, leg, or head, crossing of eyes, weakness or paralysis of any part of the body, loss of ability to roll over, sit up, or stand up, loss of eye contact or awareness or social withdrawal, head banging or onset of repetitive movements, flapping, rubbing, rocking, spinning, high fever over 103 degrees, vision or hearing loss, restlessness, hyperactivity, or inability to concentrate, sleep disturbances that change wake, sleep pattern, joint pain or muscle weakness, disabling fatigue, loss of memory, onset of chronic ear or respiratory infections, violent or persistent diarrhea or chronic constipation, breathing problems, asthma, excessive bleeding, or anemia. There are other symptoms which may indicate that you or your child has suffered a vaccine reaction. Not all symptoms that occur following vaccinations are caused by the vaccines recently received. But it cannot be automatically concluded that symptoms which do not occur are not related to the vaccine. Therefore, it is important for your doctor to write down all serious health problems that occur after vaccination in the permanent medical file record and to report all serious symptoms or dramatic change in physical, mental, or emotional behavior that does occur following vaccination to VIRS. It is also important that revaccination does not continue until it has been determined that the serious health problems which developed after vaccination was not causally related to the vaccinations. Continued vaccination in the presence of serious health deterioration could lead to vaccine injury or death. Reporting vaccine reactions. Although it's been a law since 1986 for doctors and other vaccine providers to report hospitalizations, injuries, deaths, and serious health problems following vaccination to VIRS, it is estimated that less than 10%, perhaps less than 1%, of all vaccine-related health problems are ever reported. If your doctor will not report a serious health problem that you or your child experienced after vaccination to VIRS, you have the right to make the vaccine adverse event report to VIRS yourself. Since its founding in 1982, the National Vaccine Information Center has operated a vaccine reaction registry, which has served as a watchdog on the VIRS system. It is important to be able to recognize an adverse reaction and seek appropriate medical attention, as well as reporting a vaccine adverse event with the federal health officials at the Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System, the Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System, VIRS, who monitor vaccines after they have been licensed. Information provided to VIRS may also identify high-risk factors that some individuals are more vulnerable to suffering vaccine reactions. We encourage you to report any suspected vaccine reaction your child has experienced to the NVIC's Vaccine Reaction Registry found on their site. By filing a report with the NVIC, we are able to provide resource referral and counseling so that you may get the answers to any questions you may have about vaccines. More resources for you. NVIC also publishes a free online NVIC vaccine e-newsletter to keep consumers informed of the latest information about vaccines and infectious diseases, and offer tools like NVIC's advocacy portal. In our new Vaccine Policy and Law Reform Guide, helps consumers protect vaccine choice in their state. Be sure to visit our Diseases and Vaccines and Know the Risk web pages, which provide information on risk and benefits associated with vaccines. To learn more about injury compensation and filing an injury claim, see the National Vaccine Information Site web page. And you can find that by putting in your search engine www.nvic.org. It is that simple. And I thank you for listening to this reading from the NVIC Ask 8. Have a good day.